If you've never seen ATEEZ live, grant yourself the experience when they embark on another tour this year. Leader Hongjin made this surprise announcement at the end of their second-day concert in Los Angeles at the Forum in Inglewood, their final stop of the world tour, The Fellowship, beginning of the end, in the U. As whether you should hesitate or not about seeing ATEEZ live has already been answered by the successful turnout of this tour. It's been 2 years since ATEEZ last announced their US-bound trip, when the COVID-19 pandemic simultaneously put an all-stop 2 in-person concerts, let alone a world tour. Once ATEEZ and ATEEZ were able to gather round, however, the transmission of their synergy at the venue was unstoppable. While ATEEZ cheered with their light sticks, the ATEEZ members poured their hearts out, singing completely live from start to finish. With a consistent set list throughout the tour, the show opened with Wonderland, Symphony No. 9, a remix piece from their mind-blowing Kingdom performance. The boys then led the fans into a metaphoric journey on board their ship with Pirate King and Say My Name. The talk sessions in between marked the precious friendship ATEEZ shared with ATEEZ, who wished for Jungkook's speedy recovery from his recent ankle injury. Every time the boys transitioned back into their performances, the audience was immediately absorbed in ATEEZ's exclusive world of pirates and mysterious legends. ATEEZ is well known to provide immersive experiences for fans through their jaw-dropping stage presence and facial expressions. But all words aside, these boys certainly knew how to put on a theatrical performance. With songs like Treasure Precious and Utopia, the triple LED screens and the vivid lighting heightened their aura so much that the entire space felt cinematic. The dreamlike sequences, well suited to their concepts for Inception, Deja Vu, and Take Me Home, were also extremely smart to play back-to-back with remixed instrumentals and special props. The setlist was organized logically and smoothly for the sake of the narrative and the atmosphere. A segment of their VCRs followed the journey of ATEEZ and ATEEZ, their alter ego personas, and their talk sessions made each moment memorable. Because they were in law, the boys mentioned how hot everything was in the city, and Yunho and Seonwoo also briefly sang and danced to the soundtrack from La La Land. Hongjin couldn't help but stir the crowd by taking off his jacket and putting it back on, all while joking with the ATEEZ don't like sexy too much. But what could stop ATEEZ? In some of the later talk sessions, Yi sang Flex His Muscles, and San danced to choreography from 17's Very Nice. Moreover, the members never failed to bring up KBS's imitation, with Sparkling's Diamond becoming somewhat of an inside joke between ATEEZ and ATEEZ. After the boys finished performing Desire, the members went backstage to change from their semi-formal creamy white outfits to dark and unrestrained casual looks. From blue jeans and suspenders to leather pants and tightly fitted tank tops, their clothes accompanied the legendary performances for Answer and I'm the One, followed by a series of their hop-hop oriented numbers like Good Lil Boy, the leaders THA and XX and To The Beat. After their penultimate talk session, the members brought out more screams from the crowd, as Mingi stormed the stage flaunting his abs for Rocky like a true fighter. As the show came closer to the end, member Jungkook, unfortunately, could not be seen on stage due to health reasons. However, Hongjin communicated to ATEEZ that Jungkook should feel the gratitude by transferring his emotions to his fans backstage, while all the other members gave their heartfelt words in person. As one can imagine, the last talk session was the most moving. Weing talked about how it was all thanks to ATEEZ for a normal kid from a normal family like him to be able to dance in front of such a big crowd. Member Seonwoo also relayed an intimate story as he reflected on his trainee days, recounting how he used to have low self-esteem and could not bear looking in the mirror. All that's changed now, of course, but the members of ATEEZ truly expressed their sincere humility and gratitude towards ATEEZ. It was also memorable that the members decided to use Korean for this segment, as they all wished to authentically deliver their feelings on the very last day of the tour in the U. Yunho also mentioned how it feels like only yesterday that the boys were in lot to train as KQ fellas. The group added that the current KQ fellas were also watching at the venue, and Hongjin expressed that he would like to one day perform with their little fellas brothers at the same concert. For their final performance, Jungwoo returned to the stage, and the group sang Star 1117 in Turbulence together. Following the former, the boys thanked the audience for singing along in Korean, because they knew how difficult it would be to learn a new language, especially after experiencing English learning themselves. The moment was quite moving for everyone, as the boys became teary-eyed during the talk. As an afterthought, 3 words came to mind for ATEEZ: powerful, theatrical, and overwhelming. As for the third word, the main reason came from the boys' uncontainable passion on stage, as their energy drifted across the venue well after each performance. The echoes and the layered instrumentals for their songs alone were worth it to see ATEEZ live, but what was most gratifying and unforgettable was their incredible live singing. Each member had the power and the vocal range to belt out their lines without any breaks. In fact, their voices resonated so loudly that it felt as if the microphones could not handle their spirit. The tour came to an end, but neither the boys nor the audience could believe that time has flown so quickly. Not only were fans present in the audience this day, but so were KQ fellas in another junior group, Blitzers, who watched their performances and greeted them backstage to express their admiration. As one of the most compelling frontrunners of 4th generation K-pop, the boys will be back later this year in 2022. Unless external circumstances should inevitably put a halt to their plans, ATEEZ will push through more challenges and greet their international ATEEZ again soon.